in Muqaddimah Hadramiyyah, in this lesson, we will continue with what we have mentioned last week on the chapter of Istihada. The chapter of Al-Istihada. So inshallah, we go back into our slides. Inshallah today, hopefully, I can end all these 7 categories of the Istihada ruling. So last week we spoke about the six type of Istihada. So maybe we do a bit of revision. This might be very tough on some of you who is the first time learning the chapter of Istihada in great detail. Type this is basically the 6th type, this is the translation. So inshallah we read the translation, and then I will explain from there. So I will give examples. Maybe last week there are certain things that are not clear. Just give me a minute. I just open on my site so that it's clearer for me to read. Okay, so let us look at this translation. So this is the 6th type of Istihada, chronic vaginal discharge. She is the one who is a habitual, who remembers the number of days but forgot the time of occurrence. So these are the two things that we have to understand: number of days and the occurrence. Number of days meaning how many days does a woman experiences menses. Some woman 6 days, 7 days, 8 days. This is the meaning of number of days. A time of occurrence, whether it occur in the first part of the month, or in the middle of the month, or in the last part of the month. So for the 6th time, she is a habitual. Habitual meaning she has experienced menses before. She remembered the number of days. For example, if she said, my menses last time 5 days, but she forgot the time of occurrence. She does not know when exactly is the time of occurrence, but she said it is the beginning of the month. But she did not know specifically. She did not know specifically when. She said the first 10 days, for example. My menses is 5 days, but I do not know specifically when. But it occurs during the first part of the month, the first 10 days. So this is an example, as mentioned by Al-Imam al-Bayjuri. So this is a translation again, and I would like to say this is I'm taking from the Hashiyah Bayjuri ala Ibn Qasim. So we are not in Muqaddimah Hadramiyyah for the time being. Muqaddimah Hadramiyyah does not speak much about the rulings of Istihada. I felt the importance of me going through in detail. That is why I switch to Hashiyah Bayjuri. So some of you who doesn't know this might be wondering where in Muqaddimah Hadramiyyah is mentioned as such. It is not mentioned in Muqaddimah Hadramiyyah. So I hope it is clear. That is why we have to depend on the slides, because I posted the explanations of Bayjuri in these slides. So she is the one who is habitual, who remembers the number of days but forgot the time of occurrence. For example, she said, my menses is 5 days within the first 10 days of the month, and I do not know exactly when it occurred, and I know that the first day is pure. In this case, the 6th day will be considered as menses based on conviction. Why we say the 6th day is based on is based on conviction. It's menses based on conviction, because if the menses is in the first day, if the menses in the first day, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and day 5. So the 6th day will be the stoppage of the menses. So confirm the 6th day will be menses. Afwan. She said that the first day will be pure. Afwan. So we start from the second day, 3rd day, 4th day, 5th day, 6th day. So 5 days, including the 6th day. So if we say that the menses starts on the 2nd day of the month, the 6th day is the last day. If it is on the 3rd day of the month, the 6th day is the second last day. If it starts on the 4th day of the month, 6th day will be still within the range of menses. Likewise, on the 5th day, if she says that the menses starts on the 5th day, then the 6th day will be the second day of menses. So in all cases, the 6th day is considered to be menses by conviction. And this will be the same as the rest of the 20 days. The rest of the 20 days of the month with conviction, we say it is the days of purity. There is no menses. Because she said that only the first part of the month there is menses. As for the 7th day till the 10th day, there is a possibility of menses, pure, and stoppage of blood. As for the days As for the second day to the fifth day, there is a possibility of menses and of pure without the possibility of stoppage of blood. As for the seventh day till the 10th day, there is a possibility of menses, pure, and stoppage any of blood. As for the days which are based on conviction, it is treated as its respective ruling individually. As for the days which carry the possibility of menses and pure, she is treated as mutahayyira. As mentioned before, it is known that the bathing is not compulsory except during the time where stoppage blood is possible, and it is named as pure based on doubt, and if there is a possible stoppage of blood. And as for the days where the stoppage is not possible, as menses and based on doubt. So what I will do, I will draw again, inshallah, and this time I'll just make it fast, inshallah, by me drawing some of this number of days, then inshallah will be clear. So we will do this again. So now what we have is 10 days, correct or not? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So she said that she knows for certain the first day is pure day. So we do not take the first as what you call it in this calculation, because here we say the days of pure. The first day is pure. So now we start with the second day. So now she's saying that my menses is 5 days, any of these 5 days, but I do not know when it starts. But I know the first day is pure, so it can be any 5 days from here. So now we have all these possibilities, correct or not? Number 2 to number 10 possibilities. So there are 5 possibilities. What is the meaning in 5 possibilities? So first possibility is that the menses starts on the second day. If the menses starts on the second day, it will end on the 6th day. If the menses starts on the 3rd day, it will end on the 7th day. Menses start on the 4th day, 8th day, 5th day, 9th day, 6th day, 10th day. That's why we say 6th day is menses based on yaqeen, confirm menses. Taib. What about number 2 to number 5, number 7 to number 8? So in short, this is important for you to take note. This we say both of this, she is considered to be menses and pure, for simplicity. So meaning the ruling is the same as mutahayyira. So please refer to what we mentioned about mutahayyira. So she has to bathe for every prayers. Okay. So once we say there is a possibility menses, not menses, menses, not menses. So meaning she has to perform in the 5 times daily prayers. She has to bathe before every prayer. The only thing about the 7 and 9, there is a possibility of inkhita, if she remembers when the blood stop. But if she doesn't remember, it doesn't make any difference. We say the ruling is same as mutahayyira. If she remembers that the blood stops for example at the time of what you call it, at the time of Maghrib for example, then she has only to bathe for Maghrib prayer. The rest she performs wudu. But if not, she will be the same as the mutahayyira. She has to bathe for every prayer, and it is haram for the husband to have sexual intimacy with her. It's not permissible for her to recite the Quran outside prayers. So it's wajib for her to fast 2 months and 2 months and 6 days. That's what we mentioned in the last lesson about mutahayyira, which I might go back into it again if there is any need of clarification. So basically this is the thing about what is mentioned by the author. So if you understand this, basically this is what the author is speaking about. So we have the number 2 to number 5, number 7 to number 7 to number 8. So this is what we call it as menses based on doubt, and this is purity based on doubt. This is menses based on doubt, purity based on doubt. Why this is menses based based on that? Because the origin is menses. The origin is menses, and here the origin is purity. So menses is something that comes. So this is basically what the author meant earlier. That's what we see here. In the end, he said, In the end, and he said, it is known that the bathing is not compulsory except during the time of stoppage blood is possible. If the stoppage blood is possible, if not, any she has any to do any bathing for every prayer, and it is named any as pure based on doubt. This is any pertaining any to the last any 4 days, and for the days anywhere the stoppage any is not any possible as menses any based on doubt. This is any from number day number 2 any to day number 5, because any that is the origin. Taib. So now yani ya jama'ah, yani we enter yani into the next yani part, and this is inshallah ta'ala yani is going yani to be number 7, yani the 7th yani situation yani of istihadah, yani before yani we complete. So you will find yani if you follow through all any from number 1 into number 7, yani you will find that it is not actually any a simple any subject, and it requires study and ponderance. Aywa. So that is why yani I took any this effort any to explain, because I do not any see much explanation any out there. So hopefully any inshallah at least this any will give you any a clear view any of what any of our scholars speaking about any when they speak any about the 7 types any of istihadah. So now when we go back any to number 7, so we see the difference in between number 7 and number 6. Number 7 is the one who remembers the time of occurrence but not the number of days. Number 6 is the opposite, correct or not? Number 6, and we speak any about the one and who remembers the number of days but forgot any the time of occurrence. So we gave an example earlier. She remembered that is the first part of the month, and she remembered that 5 days. But now number 7, and she do not know how many days any the menses. So she is a habitual, meaning she experienced menses any last time, but she completely any forgot about the number of days, but she remembered when it occurred. That is the thing. She remembered any when and it occurred. She said that during any the first part of the month. She said that my menses used to be in the first part any of the month, but I do not know how many days. I do not know any how many days. So now when we read any what Al-Imam Bayjuri and he's saying, he said As-Suratu Sabi'ah. I just read in the Arabic first, then inshallah yani we just gone to the translation later. So he said the 7th any type, hiya dhakira li'adatiha waqtan la qadran, is what I mentioned, and she remember the time of occurrence but she doesn't remember how many days. An example, and she said kana haydi yabtadi'uni awwalu shahr, my menses any in the beginning of the month, wala a'lamu qadrahu, but I do not know any how many days. Fa yawmun wa laylatun minhu haydun bi yaqin. So the first day is considered to be menses with conviction. Yani now and she's saying that the first part of the month I have menses. So we say that the first day is menses. The first day is menses, and the second half wa nisfuhu thani tuhurun bi yaqin. And the second half of the month is pure based on conviction, because maximum number of days any for menses 15 days. So we take any from the first. So if you say that the first part any of the month any is menses, so we take the first 15 days. The next any 15 days is confirmed any it is pure. Wama baina dhalik muhtamil. So anything any in between, there are possibilities. Lil haidi wa tuhri wal inqita'. These are the 3 possibilities. The possibility any of menses, the possibility any of not menses, any purity, and the possibility any of the stoppage any of blood, because she forgot the number of days. This is the thing. She forgot the number of days. The days any might be 3 days, might be 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days. We do not know. So we take the highest possibility, 15 days. Tamam. So in between from day 2 to day 15, these are the 3 possibilities. These are the 3 possibilities. So maybe we go back and never mind. I think we just get first, then inshallah, and we go back into the whiteboard. So wama baina dhalika muhtamalun lil haidi wa tuhri wal inqita'. Falil yaqini min haidin wa tuhrin hukmuhu. So when we say the first day is based on yaqeen, khalas, and if we say the first day is based on menses, yaqeen, so it is menses, and the ruling of menses any applies. As for the second half, we say it is yaqeen, confirm that it is pure. So the ruling say purity and it applies. And then he say wahiya al-muhtamilu kan nasiyati lahuma lima marra fil lati qablaha. So in between day number 2 and day number 15, this is based any on possibilities, and the ruling and is the same as the mutahayyira. Yani she has any to bathe any for every prayer, she has to abstain any from the things any that are haram any for the woman who is under menses, like recitation in the Quran outside prayers, any for example. Although our scholars mentioned that she can do taqlid any to the Mazhab Malik any in this regard. Our scholars any take any, many of scholars any give a leeway if any such things any happen to make it easy any for people. But basically any the principle here is anything that is prohibited any for the woman in menses applies in the days any of the possibilities. Likewise, it is wajib any for her to perform any prayers, wajib for any to bathe any for every prayer, unless any she remembers, she recalls any when is the time any of stoppage, then she just have to bathe any for one time. If not, any she has to bathe any for the 5 times in daily prayers. If she does not know when the stoppage of blood any occurs, she completely any forget. So she has any to perform any the prayers and fast any in the month of Ramadan. And the ruling any is the same any as the woman who is mutahayyira any number 5. Aywa. So this is basically any what any the author is saying. So this is number 7. Alhamdulillah, any we have completed in number 7. So inshallah any for to make things any easy, we go back any to our whiteboard. We go back any to our whiteboard. So now any I will draw for you that those any number of days, so that it becomes clear yani inshallah ta'ala. For those of you who have any question, any please write in the comments if you have. Then inshallah next week any I will address them or in the WhatsApp group. So we have all this number of days. We are running out of time. Time any for Isha is coming. Stuff 14. So I'll just go on to 17. So now any she say that my menses any is the beginning of the month. Okay, the beginning any of the month. I do not know how many days, but I know first day is menses. So khalas any we say this is menses. First day any we take it for menses. But then any we do not know how many days any is a menses. How many days? So possibility. Afwan, she said that the first day any is pure. Correct or not? The first day any is pure. Okay. So now any we have any these possibilities from day number 2 all the way any to day number 16. Day number 2 any all the way any to day number 16. Why any day number 2 any to day number 16? Because any we take 15 days. Maximum number of menses. 15 days. But as far as number 17 onwards, we say this is days of purity based on yaqeen. Because menses any cannot be more than 15 days. So since she said any that the menses what you call it? Hold on, afwan. The first day, afwan. The first day, and we say it is menses. This is menses. Why, and we say menses? Because now, any the person any saying that my menses any is in the beginning of the month. So we take any the first day as the minimum any menses, that is 24 hours. Yes, salam. I apologize any for the mistake earlier. 24 hours, ya Jama'ah. This is the minimum number of menses. So since any she said, my menses begin in the beginning of the month, but I do not know how many days. So we take the first minimum 24 days any of the first day as menses. So we are safe. And in a sense, and we say this is the minimum any for her, any for menses. But as far as number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, 6, 7, all the way until number 15, not 17. All the way any until day number 15. Until day number 15. So possibility of there are how many possibilities? 3 possibilities. Number 1, no problem, any menses. But day 2 to day 15, there are 3 possibilities. Number 1, menses. Because there is a possibility the menses and stretch all the way to number 15. Because there's a maximum number of days. Or it is pure, meaning there is a possibility that only first day only menses, the rest of the days are pure days. And then there is also a possibility any of stoppage at any point of time. Stoppage. Afwan, because I'm rushing and it's okay. Wrong spelling and no issue. Okay. So the first day is menses and with yaqeen. Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, all the way to number 15. These are the 3 possibilities. What are the 3 possibilities? Number 1, menses, purity, stoppage. So here yani we say the ruling yani is the same as mutahayyira. So she has to bathe for every prayer. Same thing yani we are saying she has to what? Fast in the month of Ramadan, yani for to do any the fasting, and she has to abstain any from the things that are prohibited any for a woman in menses. Now, what about number 16 onwards? These are the days and your purity based on yaqeen. This is what any the author is saying. So that is any the only thing. Hopefully my illustration explains a lot any of things that is mentioned any earlier. So this now when we go back any to our slides. So this is any the translation, and we just any read any one more time. The 7th type, she is the one who remembers a menses norm, but only the time of its occurrence and not the number of days. For example, she said, my menses occurs at the beginning of the month and I do not know the number of days. The first full day will be considered to be menses. Yeah? Please take note. By conviction. By conviction. And the second half of the month will be pure with conviction. Second half of the month. And it's starting for how many? Day 16. Remember, ya Jama. As for what is in between second day till day 15, we'll have 3 possibilities, as what I mentioned, of menses, pure, and stoppage of blood flow. The days of conviction, first and the second half of the month will have its individual rulings, and it first will be menses, second half of the month will be pure. As for the days of possibility, she is treated as the one who forgets her norm. Yani this is the mutahayyira, both the number of days and the time of occurrence, as how it has been explained before. So refer to number 5, the 5th situation. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wa mursalin. Allahumma rabbana taqabbal du'ana innaka antas sami'ul alim wa tub alayna innaka antat tawwabur rahim. Sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.